Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have another yard work day cleaning. I don't know, talkative day. I don't know what you want to call this, outside vlog. I got some things to tell you, plus I have some yard work to do. Behind me is that tree that I cut to shit. Do you remember how the tree looked? And then I just kept cutting it because every time I would come back here, there was like spider webs. So I cut all the branches. I always collected spider webs. And now look at it. I still never finished, like I never came back out here and like cut it to like clean it up. That's what we're going to do today. But I came out here and remember I told you how my trees, like the bark and everything is just falling? Well, again, remember all that work I did? I was like 7-8 hours outside. I mean, I cleaned a lot of the leaves up and all that stuff. Now, we do have like leaves falling. So like in the fenced-in yard in the back here where the dogs go at, I don't know, in the last 2 weeks, I probably cleaned it up like at least 4 or 5 times, leaves that are falling. And I'm the type, I just like to keep it up just to get it up, because in the fenced-in yard there's not a lot of grass, so it's easy to like get up. Do you know what I mean? Like I know some people take like a lawn mower to the leaves and stuff. I don't know, I just pick them up. So I come out here and there's bark everywhere again. Like I literally had to take my broom and get all the bark off of the table to just to put my stuff down. I'm going to show you, but it looks so good. And you know, like compared to how it did. And my front yard and that one side yard looks so good. Like I was sitting out there this morning and I was like, it's such a difference. Like it looks so good. So on the side yard, which I'm going to show you, I got all of the tree stumps up, all of them. But when one of them was like, the last one was like really hard to get up. I'm like, what is going on? I'm taking my shovel. And then I seen the issue. There's one more fence. Remember I showed you the other fences that were in the ground? Well, I found one more fence and that one is hard to get up. So either the boys are going to have to help me or I'm going to really try today to get it up. But the other day, which I didn't film any of this, let me tell you what I did. So we had the grass that was growing over the sidewalk, and usually like when we cut the grass and stuff, I always take my weed whacker, which has an edger, and I always edge up the side, well, you know, like all around and have that nice clean cut look. But, you know, it like ever since I moved in here, what, 5-6 years ago, anyway, let me just tell you what I did. So by hand, on my hands and knees, I got the grass and I like pulled it up, the ones that were like, it was growing over the sidewalk. And it literally took me over between 2 to 3 hours. My fingertips hurt it for like 3 to 4 days. I'm not kidding. That was a lot of work. So it looked like I didn't do anything, but the stuff that I'm doing is very tedious. Do you know what I mean? And then when I took the edger and cut around it, it looked so good. I'm like, it was worth every 3 hours of pain with my hands and my fingertips. My wrists were hurting. It was terrible. But I got it all up and it looks great. So the only thing now, I just have to get that one little gate up and then that's done. And then I have to one more time put some more grass seed down, let that grow in, and then like next year I'll do the flowers and everything. But what a before and after. All these months, I've been working for months to get those tree stumps up, because you remember, just in case you're new, there were hedges, the neighbor cut them down and then didn't do our side, and then when we got the gate installed, they put it like it doesn't matter. It was a mess. And finally, after what, I started doing it in March, April, and it's August now. So 3 or 4 months, finally it's all up. And I just look at it like it looks so good. It looks so much better that now I could take a lawnmower and cut right over it. But you'll see a lot of it when I show you around the gate, the fence. It looks a lot of dirt because I pulled all the weeds. I've been getting that weed kill and putting that there and all of that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, I'll put the grass seeds down and then we'll do the flowers next year. But I just look at it like it just looks so good, because my front yard used to be mostly dirt, and now, I mean, it's not where I want it to be. Like I want more grass and everything, but I'm just talking about how it looked to now. It looks so much different. I mean, even people that go by tell me how good the yard looks. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it still needs to, it's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. And I don't know. So today when I was out there just drinking my coffee, I was like, boy, what a difference. It made all that hard work worth it, is what I'm saying. I don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of work they're doing in the street. I don't know if you hear that noise. I'll show you. I don't know what the heck is going on, what they're doing. But today's Monday. Over the weekend, my son Tyler, his uncle, passed away, Billy. And I just seen Billy in May. He was one of the pastors at Chuck, my daughter's father, Lexi, her father's funeral. He was the one doing the preaching. He helped with the burial. And we were just talking, and he's asked me how Tyler is, and, you know, we're going to get together, and we're going to talk, because I haven't seen him in a long time. And I've known him for, I mean, since Tyler was a baby. You know, Tyler will be 30 in November. And he came from Arkansas. Or I don't know how you say Arkansas. I don't know how you say Arkansas. And so he has that, like, southern accent, you know. And I used to pick on him, because he used to have the Jersey accent. And, it's just crazy. Like, he had a massive heart attack and he died instantly, you know. And it was like, you know, when you just see somebody and, you know, they're especially he was just preaching at Chuck's funeral. It was a shock. And he's younger than me. He's a few years younger than me. And I share this all the time because I have heart disease, right? I'm diabetic and I have cardiovascular disease and heart failure. And a lot of that was due to the diabetes and then the heart failure when I had my heart attack. I was 44 when I had my heart attack. Almost 45. I was only a couple weeks shy of being 45, right? So I had to get a stent put in my circumference artery, which is the artery behind the heart. Okay, that was 99% blocked. What they told me was, if that was my LAD, which is your widowmaker, the one that kills you, people die from the heart attack, if that was 99% blocked and I had my heart attack, he said, my heart doctor said, you would not have made it to the hospital in a helicopter. In 4 minutes, you would have been gone. And he said, you got very lucky. Now, my LAD is like it's almost 60% blocked. So they wait till about 70%, anywhere between 70 to 90% before they put a stent in, right? But what I'm learning is that most males, they usually die from a heart attack in their late 40s and in their 50s. Because I'll never forget when my doctor asked me, he was like, do you have a brother? I'm like, yeah. He was like, do you love him? I'm like, yeah. He was like, then you need to have him go to the heart doctor and get checked, you know, because of my mother, you know, the genetics and all of that. And he was like, because a lot of men, they don't go to the doctor, or if they don't have chest pains, or maybe they don't have high blood pressure, or whatever the case may be, they don't get it checked. And here they have blocked arteries and they die. Where women are usually in their, women are usually in their 50s to early 60s that usually happen. And I always say, if you have high blood pressure, or just by your diet, if you're a little overweight, or if you have high cholesterol or high triglycerides, get your heart checked. Because some people think, oh, I don't have high blood pressure. My blood pressure is just a little bit high, or my blood pressure is good. Hold on, Lexi's coming. She's probably gonna leave. You know, that I'm okay, but you don't know how many years, or if your arteries are clogged from your diet, right? All the fried foods and all of that, get checked. You leaving, baby? Let me move everything.
Hello, everyone. Just came to visit before I leave.
And I took your water bottle that was cold. I put more in there.
I don't care about that. I was worried about my cookie.
What happens is I put stuff in the refrigerator because everybody has their own shelf. Let me get on the other side.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own shelf in the refrigerator except for me. I don't know why. Okay, so I have nowhere to put my stuff. And so every time I put stuff in there, they take. So what I do now is I take their stuff. And they don't like it.
No, I don't care. But I made homemade chocolate chip cookies yesterday. I put 4 to the side for the house and 4 to the side for me.
No, I didn't eat that. I thought you meant the ones that were packaged.
Oh, no, I didn't care about
that. No, I didn't eat that.
I put them over there for the family. Everything over there.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
So
I didn't eat
who ate my cookie? I got to go yell at Tyler and Isaiah.
Where was the cookie at?
In the fridge.
Oh, no, I did not do that. Maybe Isaiah probably did, thinking it was everybody's.
No, I'm going to fight him.
Yeah. I've been doing really good. Look how much weight Lexi lost.
Too much.
All right, love you. Can you like park in the front so I can? Yeah. I love you. Now I'm just gonna rake up all this bark. I do need help on the side yard. I got all the trees stumped. Listen, I got all the tree stumps up, but when I found there's just one gate that's in the ground that's left. So all I need with the shovel is just to help. A gate. I thought you said cake. I was like, what? Oh, good. That way I can get that up. And I was just talking about it. Well, that's too much information. I don't want to hear that you guys are going to be sleeping and laying down. Make sure that door stays open. All right, Lexi's getting ready to leave. When she leaves, and I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, good. That's good. Her boyfriend's coming over, so he must have off today. He'll help me get the gate up, and then everything will be done. I'm so excited. Lexi is down to 109 pounds. She was 112. And on my members only, I shared, I know the sun is like getting to me. Let me see how I can move where it's not that sun. I shared on my, I don't know if we're crooked or what, but I shared on my members only what happened with Lexi, why she lost so much weight and all that kind of stuff. And then we're all actually talking to a lawyer for malpractice because she had that wire that came out. I don't know if I shared with you guys. So when Lexi had her open heart and lung surgery in 2019, Lexi was only 19 years old and she had more weight on her. Well, once she started losing all this weight and everything, she kept saying, Mommy, I feel this like a bump. And it was like right here, like under your bra, like under where your boobs would be, like, you know. And anyway, she would go to the doctor. I went with her to the heart doctor and all of that stuff. And they were saying, I don't know what it is. So I was like, well, we need to get an ultrasound or something. So we did the ultrasound. The heart doctor ordered the ultrasound. Mind you, he's not the one who did Lexi's surgery because Lexi had emergency surgery. So they did it at the hospital when they sent her to the level 1 hospital. And even the tech was like, I don't know what it is. And they were like, the wires from your open heart surgery and stuff where they have to close it with wires and stuff, your sternum, that healed and everything. Nobody knew what that was. So the doctor was like, well, maybe you have to see a plastic surgeon, like to actually, and I'm like, what? Nobody knew. So I'm like, was it from the heart surgery? Was it from the surgery she just had? Like, what's going on? And it kept getting where you can see it. She goes, Mommy, every time I bend down, I feel it. She goes, I'm scared it's going to poke through my skin. Well, what happened was a couple months ago, she had a bathing suit on and she went to this place called Wildwood. And that's like Atlantic City, Ocean City, where it has the boardwalk, the beach, all that type of stuff. Anyway, the wire came out. It was literally sticking out. It was an orange wire that was sticking out like this. Okay? Immediately, I said, Lexi, go to the ER right now. She goes to the ER. You know what that was? It was a pacer wire. And what that is, when you have heart surgery, when they're doing anything with your heart, they put a temporary like pacer wire, you know, to help keep that heart, you know, so you're still alive when they're doing it, to keep it just in case if you... Did you just see that? It's a bark that just literally fell. See that? I'm telling you, it keeps falling. And so that way if your heart stops, it'll shock it, you know, or what have you. And it's supposed to be removed before they finish the heart surgery and close you up. They kept it in. And because she lost a lot of weight, that's why she was able to feel it, or it would have just stayed in, you know. And that's dangerous because that goes into one of your arteries, you know. And anyway, they just like pulled it out. It's a mess. Lexi's been going through a lot. That's why, like, a few months ago, I wasn't filming a lot. How rude. They're doing something out in the front, which I'll show you. But that's why, like, I was, when I kept saying Lexi's in the hospital or things were happening, Lexi has just been having a lot going on. Then when she lost her father in May, it was bad. So I tend to my kids. And then, oh, what I was saying with Billy, and then he passed away from a heart attack. It was more shock, but that's Tyler's uncle, right? And Tyler was just shocked. And so I just spent time with them. You know, what it showed me is life is so short. It's really short. And I always tell my friends all the time how much I appreciate them. I do. Even when I'm mad at them, even if we're arguing, I always say, you know, I appreciate you. And I always do that because God forbid I go to bed tonight and not wake up. Even if we just had an argument or a fight, whoever it is, I want you to know that I love you and I care about you and I appreciate you. You know? All right, so before I start doing the yard work and sweating and all of that kind of stuff, let me show you the side yard and the gate and all of that. And what I can show you in the front, you know, privacy reasons and stuff. And I'll be back. All right, I don't know what they're doing. But it's all up. This is the gate. Okay, so we're in the backyard now. I'm going to show you what I was cleaning. So this is where the table is, okay? And I just moved the chairs because look at the chairs again. And I just cleaned this all off and washed it. Now look at it. Are you zoomed in? Yes. I don't know why it does that. I just washed it. All right, but look at the bark. It's all over. I mean, it's not too bad, but like, look at it again. But remember I told you I was going to do one more time with getting all the leaves up because it looks like mulch, you see, from just years and years. You know. And then it's behind there. But look at the tree. There are no spider webs anymore. But what I'm going to do, like, I got to, like, just cut these clean, you know, so it looks a lot nicer. But everything's looks good. And then over here, I'm just going to cut this grass here. So this is what we're going to be working with, cleaning the bark up and then the leaves one more time. This is the only stump that's still here, which I can't get that up, and that could stay here. This is all the way at the end of my property. And then this right here I'm keeping for privacy. This right here, you want to see this? I don't know what this was here. It used to be straight. And I thought it was like maybe the city. I don't know. But anyway, hold on, let me turn you around. So I was back here working. This was like last year. And it was a green van, and they were too busy looking at me, watching what I was doing, and they literally hit that. They hit it so hard, and I was going to go there to see if they were okay, and they backed them. They must have been embarrassed, and they kept right on going. But I thought they had to do some damage to their van. I mean, that thing is like solid cement, you know? I hate this with the sun. Look how thin my hair is getting. All right, anyway. All right, let me go ahead and set you up. This here I'm debating, let me just turn you around. Like I'm debating whether or not to put grass seed down here. Because what I was thinking about doing, are you zoomed in again? No. Was either putting stone here, because you know, this is where the kids come here to park and I park. Or, I didn't know, or tar. But I thought maybe stone or something, but then over here put like grass. I'm not sure what I should do, because I thought like if I put stone like where we park at, that would help out, like as far as we'll keep the grass from growing and be easier maintenance. But then here, if I want my table or what have you, and have some grass, if I want the dogs out here, you know, or what have you. And you hear that? What are those bugs called? I forget, that make that noise. It starts with cicadas. I forget. Cicadas. I don't know. But I do, once this area is clean, I want to get like a bench out here, and I want to really decorate this up. Get a little birdhouse out here and all of that, make it nice and pretty, because fall's coming, and I really want to spend a lot of time outside and do a lot of table talks and live streams, because I do get Wi-Fi out here, surprising. And, you know, then we could just talk, and I don't have to worry about spiders on me. All right. So, I don't even know where to start. And let me set you up, and I'm just going to start raking. That's what I'm going to start first. And then we'll go from there. I cannot believe I'm so excited Lexi's boyfriend's going to come help me get that gate up. Because when something's done and complete, it's like, I don't think about it. It's like when I still have to do something, my brain doesn't shut off, and I don't sleep well, because I keep thinking like, that's got to get done. It's got to get done. It's got to get done. It's very weird. Next weekend we're going to be painting the bathroom. I got to finish painting the one wall of the dining room. Like, there's so much that I want to do now, and it's like, ever since my divorce, I've really been in a funk and just everything else, and it's like I'm finally getting out of that funk. I'm finally feeling good where I want to film. I want to do things, you know, and I love it. All right, let me go ahead and start cleaning up. I'll be back. Okay, so we got this pile right here. I'm gonna pick that up real quick. I got my gloves. Look, these are the ones I got at Dollar General for $1. They had other ones that were like a little bit better and like thicker. They were $2, but they're in the house. But yeah, look, and this has grip. $1. All right, I'm gonna take care of that, and then I can put the table back, and that area is all clean, so it's coming. Get my handy dandy. I know, I got dirt coming, and then I'm going to put some new dirt here and then level up that table. All right, I'm taking a break. I'm getting ready to go get a popsicle, but I got to fix my ankle bracelet because my feet go numb a lot. Okay, much better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take me a popsicle break. We have dirt coming that I'm going to put back here so I can even it out, so that way I can have the table here and it's not like crazy, you know what I mean? So that is coming. I think it's someday this week. I don't know. I have to ask Tyler. He ordered it for me. And so then I'm happy about that. And yeah, so this area is done. I'm going to do a little bit over here. I'm going to do a little over here. I'm going to cut the grass because it's just that little patch right there. And then clean up the branch. And then whenever Lexi and Keith, her boyfriend, I think I shared right. So his nickname is Keith, not Keith. Keith. Like how you say Marquise. Marquise is not his name. His real name I can't pronounce. It's a long name. So I call him Keith. And I used to always say Keith. And he's like, huh? And so they got me trained to say Keith. So anyway, but he spells it like quince, like, or quince in Spanish. So he spells it Quince, but it's pronounced Keith. Anyway, so whenever he comes, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'll show him what to do with the gate and all of that to get that gate up, and then I'll show you that. But I'm going to go take a popsicle break, take about a 20-minute break, and then I'll be back. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm the type I'll do a little yard work, then I'll go back to raking, then I'll saw some stuff, then I'll do more, you know, I do that. I can't just sit and do one thing because I get bored of it. And that's why nothing really gets done, because I do a little this, a little this, a little this, and then before you know it, nothing's done. All right, I'll be back. Okay, really quickly, I had just got done filming a members only video. I was sitting there talking about how my ex-husband emailed me and the things that he said about serving two masters, and oh my God, it was a mess. So I shared that. So if you were a member, check that out. I showed you the emails, all of that, and I needed some advice how to handle that. As I was talking and doing my little popsicle break, it's getting ready to rain. I looked at the thing, so I'm going to hurry up and just cut the grass real quick and try to cut some branches. And I'll start raking another day. Okay. I was filming. All right, I was in the middle of doing the lawnmower and Tyler came home and he took over. But they don't let me do anything. That's why I always got to do yard work before 4:30. So I'll be back to say our goodbyes. So far, Keith has got the gate up. So far, it's coming. Okay, so we got it up off the ground. And this thing is heavy. It is very heavy. It's pure iron, cast iron. But the reason why we have such a hard time getting it up, because of this part. See? I don't know what you can see. It matches with the ground. It's a big hole and it goes all the way deep in the ground. And that's why. So I'm just going to cover it back up with dirt because it's low enough. That way I can still run the lawnmower over it. That's why I had a hard time getting that up, because the other ones I got up pretty easy, but that's why, that thing. So definitely needed one of the boys to get it. So thank you, Keese. It's up. So now everything is done. Yes. Okay. What? It is about 2 hours later. Look how red my face is. I don't know what it's showing on camera. And I'm finally done. Well, just about. Okay. Got my Snapple apple. I need something more than water. I washed my hands like 50 billion times, and those gloves are so filthy. I might just throw them out because they were $1. You know what I mean? Instead of washing them, I'll probably wash them, but if not, I'll just get another pair, you know. So we got the, I haven't edited yet, so I don't know what, I showed you what's going on. The gate got up. You remember I kept saying there, I couldn't get that, like it up. I got it like starting to go up, but I just couldn't get it up. And anyway, there was a lock where it looked like it was bolted down, you know, like a stake, and it's iron, and it's probably cemented in there. And the other ones didn't have it, or unless it's just so old that it's, what do you call it? I can't think of the word, where it like rusted out or whatever the case may be, and that, you know, it just broke off maybe. I don't know. Because the other ones, I mean, of course I had to dig out. Sometimes the tree stumps like grew over the gate, so I had to, you know, it was just a lot of work, but I was able to get it out. But this one I just couldn't, and that's why. So he got it up, and I'm like, you know what? We tried to use, because the rotisserie, I don't know how to say it now, reciprocating saw that I have, there's different saws you can put for wood and for metal. And I don't want him doing that and hurting himself, because he's not my kid, and God forbid, you know, using the saw. And I'm just not strong enough to do the metal. And so I just put dirt over it, and you can't, you know, I could still run my lawnmower over it. So when I told you, I think I told you guys that I got dirt coming here to put back here so that I can level out the ground. And then I'll put more dirt over there so that, you know, so I'll just leave it in there. But yeah, so everything is up. And so me and Lexi, she was like, Mommy, I want to plant sunflowers. I was like, we could do that. She was like, and she keeps saying she wants to do an apple tree. I said, well, the trees and stuff we have to put back here, not there. But flowers, and then she wants to do strawberries. I said, yeah, we can start doing gardens and different things. Now the main thing is done. Next year we can have all this stuff. I mean, so we could just look it up together and do it. And I said, well, I don't mind, but you're going to have to help me, you know, keep it going with watering it and everything else. And then I'm like, in the trees, we'll get like the 2-year seed things, but I don't know like what seasons, what jersey you can do. You know, I definitely know, because I told you my friend Cammie I grew up with, they had peach trees, and they were the juiciest peaches. Oh my God, they were so good. You just picked them off the tree, washed them off, of course, you know. It's so funny that I spoke to Cammie not too long ago. We're getting together. Like I told you, I still have friends from high school, you know, a lot of friends, and it's just a blessing. It's a blessing. Anywho, so we were talking about that, and so I raked all the way from where the fenced-in gate is all the way back. Everything's raked. That's what took me so long. And then behind this truck here, I did all that. Tyler, he's like, Mom, you need to come in now. You know, you're all dirty and stuff. So I'm going to tomorrow, or I don't know what day, one of these days this week, I'll just do the branches. That's the only thing I didn't do, was cut the branches to clean them out, because I know me. I jump from one thing to another. I mean, I was in the middle of mowing the grass, and Tyler comes right out. And I couldn't record him because he came out with his shirt off, because he just got off of work. And I don't know if YouTube will flag that for nudity or something, or if somebody that don't like me would flag it. Do you know what I mean? So I turned it off. The only thing I'm going to do now is the little things. I just have to weed whack and cut a little bit up here, and then that's it. I'm done. I've been out here for probably over 5.5 hours. This is what happens. I always say I'm just going to do a little bit, and then I start one thing, another, and then, you know, but at least I accomplished it. So watch in a couple days, there's going to be bark falling again. So I'm going to be constantly, but you know, like you do a little at a time, it's not as bad, because I really want to start drinking my coffee and stuff in the morning. The problem is, because right now I'm awake, right? So I'm like, yeah, in the morning, I'm not a morning person. So when I get up, I'm groggy, I'm cranky, I don't want to do anything or be nice or be on camera drinking my coffee. And I usually only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Sometimes 2, but it's very rare. And so then once my day gets started, it's like, you know, so that's what it is. Like when I feel good, it's like, yeah, we'll have coffee in the morning. But then morning comes, it's like, not I set the fly. But I do want to start filming out here because when fall comes, it's going to be nice. And I actually feel different about this tree now. I mean, I still don't like it, but it doesn't have all that negativity. I guess because it's cleaned. I don't know. It's a nice space, you know, and I want to enjoy it. I'm very blessed to have a backyard, you know. Like I said, we got more vlogs to come. Now that I'm done this, I want to do some more live streams with you guys. We're going to be doing some walk-in talks, you know, and I like filming again. Do you know what I mean? Like before, it used to be like, in the very beginning when I did YouTube, it wasn't work. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And then when drama and negativity and comments and people making videos on you, ex-friends, all of this, and then you have people judging and not knowing, like, it just made me where it was like, it felt like work. And when it felt like work, I didn't want to do it. It's like I had to force myself. But I'm getting back to where I want to film. I don't know always what to talk about, but I like it. Like last month, I put out, I mean, I got almost 100,000 views. And I haven't done, usually every month I get like 20 to 30,000 views because I don't film as much. So, you know, we just had that issue with the air condition and then, you know, with his uncle dying. But I'm back. I just, you know, I'm going to take you guys with me. All right, I'm going to get off here because now I'm just talking to talk. And those cicadas, is that the name, cicadas? They're trying to out-talk me. Don't forget to like the video or thumbs it down. Make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really helps out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye, guys. I don't know what that was. Bye, guys.